So you're telling me the same day that I lose my voice is the same day there's an assassination attempt made against our previous Prime Minister Shinzo Abe? I'm gonna talk about it anyways. First of all, I'm tired of y'all acting like this was Princess Diana who was shot and killed in cold blood, okay? This is our previous Prime Minister, Shinzo Abe, sitting in an airplane, a warplane, that says 731 on it. Like, hello, Unit 731, is this not ringing a bell? That's literally where they conducted experiments against Chinese and Korean people to develop weapons. And he's going like this. Like, this is the person that we're talking about here who got assassinated, okay? This person who sent out these masks at the start of the pandemic. This is what the government did for us. I am not celebrating or condoning this assassination attempt, obviously, but like, why are we sending our thoughts and prayers? I log on to Twitter and the first thing that I see are these people with anime profiles, by the way. People with anime profiles suddenly giving a shit about peace. Being like, oh, 보력과 유리선ai, like, we cannot forgive violence. Bitch, Prime Minister Abe literally wants to revise the peace clause of the Japanese constitution. That means he wants Japan to go to war. Y'all cannot give me this thoughts and prayers bullshit towards this event when there are literally already people conspiring that this was done by a Korean, a Zainichi Korean person. Like, literally, there are already conspiracies that this was done by a Zainichi Korean person. Like, it's already happening. Y'all remember this? In 1923, Japan suffered from one of the largest earthquakes that, like, severely disturbed the Kanto area. And then soon after, there was the Kanto Massacre, where Japanese military, police, and vigilantes committed against the Korean residents of Kanto. Just mass murder against Korean people. If you are an ethnic minority living in Japan, please stay safe. These are some of my predictions for the following weeks, but first of all, there's going to be a huge surge of outright violence and hate crimes against ethnic minorities. You have to be careful, especially when you're riding the train. It's going to cause a lot of instability among Japanese men. We also have an election coming up this Sunday, and I already know that people are going to be voting for the LDP. This is going to be an excuse for people to vote LDP because they're going to feel bad for Abe. So you have to be wary of this rising conservatism and this rising xenophobia that's going to be occurring among Japanese people. If the LDP does in fact still maintain their power, which most likely they will, you will have to be wary of some militarization policies, racial profiling. They're going to be cracking down on suspicious behavior and definitely taking inspiration from what SCOTUS did in the United States. I am just as tired as you are from living in these unprecedented times, but seriously, Japan is going to be going through some of the most massive political transformations within the next few months. Stay safe, be wary, keep checking up on the news, and try to avoid the police if you're not Japanese presenting.